Here's Miller. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got Al Harrington, Lawson out there with Chauncey Billups. Then there's Aflalo and Anderson. Batum with the ball. Lets it go from the wing. Kept alive. Draws the foul. He'll get a trip to the line.
Contact certainly alters that shot. The official was right on top of it.
And that one misses. Another year for Greg Oden, and unfortunately another injury.
It really is a shame, Kevin. You think about what those Portland fans were hoping for and what they had gone through with Bill Walton 25, 30 years ago. Oden's a great kid. I hope he can get the injuries behind him.
Here's Harrington. Goes up. Cannot hit. And the Blazers the other way. Miller outside. Lawson defending. Aldridge backing in. The baseline, Jay. Al Harrington grabs the board. But the positive going back to Oden with last season, you could see, Clark, the progression from year to year, albeit brief in demonstration.
Yeah, and you hope that's the foundation that he's able to build on once he does get completely healthy, because you're right, he has made improvement when he's been out on the floor these first couple of years.
Clock is at 3. Here's Lawson. Good D by Miller.
Well, he had a solid look there, but he still couldn't drain it.
And Billups picks him up defensively. Pass to Aldridge. The steal.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Billups kicks to Lawson. Here's Aflalo. Rebounded by Oden.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
And here's Miller. Here's Aldridge. Lawson gets the board inside.
That's his job. That's what he does. He clamped down on the shooter. He's one tough defender.
Billups against Miller. Kept alive. Harrington slams it through.
Finally, somebody found the bottom of the net. Man, oh man, oh man.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last year the Blazers had the most injury-riddled season of any team in basketball other than the Golden State Warriors, but somehow still managed to make the playoffs. Coach Nate McMillan said, guys have stepped up. It's been a team effort. When guys go down, it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up, and these guys have made the most of that. Kevin, back to you.
Sounds like Coach McMillan isn't accepting any excuses. Doris, thanks.
As well he shouldn't. I mean, there's a reason you build up the bottom of your roster, and here it is.
Miller outside. Aldridge backing in. And that one's in from the low post. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game. The Nuggets leading by 6. Outside, Billups. Lawson with it. Not on the scoreboard yet. A missed 3.
Hey, he can hit from that range. I think he missed that one, but the defense is going to want to tighten up on him out there.
And here's Batum. And Billups picks him up defensively. A shot by Batum, no good.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
The 3 from Billups, and that one's good. Billups has got 7 points.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Now a timeout called by Portland. For the Nuggets, Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Ty Lawson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Oden. Roy comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Mills in for Andre Miller.
When someone's being that careless and sloppy with the ball, they're begging for it to be taken. When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team him. That's your only hope.
Now Mills. Batum. pass to Roy. The 10-footer banks it home. 8 points for him.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Brandon Roy, when healthy, has just been a model of consistency his whole career.
Yeah, I love his demeanor. I like his leadership. I like his unselfishness. I mean, he came into the league and looked like a seasoned veteran after just one game. I mean, that's the kind of demeanor and disposition he has. And he stayed 4 years in college, and that's probably part of it.
Picked up by Nene. Now Batum. The tray. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
I'm sure he'd like to have a do-over here. He just hasn't been able to make a significant contribution in this one.
Looking at the Nuggets here, Clark, they were 12-4 in their division a season ago. Good enough to win for the second consecutive year, the Northwest Division.
Yeah, and the year before that, Kevin, they had the same record as well, so it seems like they know what it takes to handle that Northwest.
Clark, speaking of the Northwest, do you see any drastic changes in how that division shakes out in the future, and with teams like Portland and Utah, some big names and some nice young teams?
I tell you what, if Portland can ever get fully healthy, and certainly the young nucleus that the Thunder have will make them formidable challengers to Denver, I think those are the two teams that we probably most need to keep an eye on in challenging the Nuggets.
Here's Nene. The Nuggets with another miss.
The D served it up on the platter, and he still wasn't able to convert. He's got to be disappointed.
A shot by Batum, no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. Billups passes to Harrington. Pass to Nene, deflected.
Your team doesn't need that mistake. You got to be efficient.
Here's Roy, kept alive. Here's Camby, takes it up. Excellent D there from Anthony. And so here is Denver.
I see him.
Billups dishes to Anthony. Picked up by Aldridge to end the drought. Anthony's shot is off.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count.
Here's Mills. Outside Roy.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third.